The country has a new national monument, and it's called the Ancestral Footprints of the Grand Canyon.
In 1909, an unassuming story titled Explorations in the Grand Canyon appeared on the front page of the Phoenix, Arizona Gazette. What seemed like a regular news piece turned into a firestorm. The article claimed the discovery of a hidden city within the canyon, inhabited by an ancient civilization with origins in the Orient. Explorer G.E. Kincaid stumbled upon this mystery, but was it real or an elaborate hoax? Could there be truth hidden amongst the shadows of the Grand Canyon? This revelation sent shockwaves through society. The prevailing belief was that Native Americans originated elsewhere and migrated here. The Grand Canyon discovery challenged that notion, suggesting a much older presence and a transcontinental migration pattern. Suddenly, established theories about the people of the Americas seemed questionable. The story's impact went beyond academic circles. It cast doubt on the information the public had been receiving from authorities. If this hidden city was real, it meant the accepted narrative about the continent's history was deeply flawed. It even challenged the significance of Columbus's voyage, implying that people were already present in America long before his arrival. The controversy surrounding the Grand Canyon story ensures its continued relevance. Even today, the mystery of the hidden city and its inhabitants sparks debate. The story serves as a reminder to question established narratives and constantly seek new information that can reshape our understanding of the past. Our story begins with a seasoned explorer named G.E. Kincaid. A lone wolf navigating the treacherous Colorado River in a wooden boat, Kincaid wasn't your average tourist. He was on a mission for the Smithsonian Institution, a prestigious organization dedicated to research, education, and housing the world's largest museum complex. For 30 years, Kincaid had explored and unearthed secrets on their behalf. The Grand Canyon, teeming with minerals like gold, silver, and copper, was his current target. But fate had something else in store. Over 40 miles upstream from El Tovar Crystal Canyon, a strange stain on a sediment formation caught his eye, some 2,000 feet above the riverbed. Intrigued, Kincaid abandoned his boat and embarked on a short hike. What he stumbled upon was far more extraordinary than any mineral deposit. Hidden beneath desert brush lay a mesmerizing sight. Hundreds of footsteps carved directly into the sandstone. These weren't random markings, they formed a clear path leading upward. Curiosity piqued Kincaid followed the steps until they culminated in a seemingly man-made cave entrance. With a flashlight in hand, Kincaid cautiously ventured inside. The sight that greeted him was jaw-dropping. The walls weren't bare rock, they were adorned with writing unlike anything he'd ever seen. Hieroglyphics, the language of ancient Egypt. How could this be? Egypt was thousands of miles away. Was this some elaborate hoax? Determined to document his discovery, Kincaid meticulously recorded his observations. The main passage, he noted, was about 12 feet wide, narrowing towards the back. Branching off from this central corridor were numerous rooms, some resembling ordinary living spaces of the day, while others were grand chambers spanning 30 by 40 feet. These rooms had oval-shaped doorways and cleverly designed ventilation systems built into the walls. The craftsmanship was exceptional. The passageways were impeccably straight, as if laid out by a skilled engineer. The ceilings in some rooms even converged towards a central point, showcasing a sophisticated architectural style. As he explored further, Kincaid realized this wasn't just a simple cave. It was a sprawling underground complex, a meticulously carved city. His estimates suggested this hidden metropolis could have housed up to 50,000 people. Evidence of life was everywhere. Granaries brimmed with painted pottery, some still containing seeds. Cooking areas and a large dining hall hinted at a well-established community. Scattered throughout the rooms were ancient artifacts, remnants of a lost civilization. Kincaid's awe morphed into a chilling realization as he stumbled upon a vast crypt. Row upon row of mummies lay on shelves, a stark reminder of ancient Egyptian burial practices. This discovery solidified the unsettling link between this hidden city and a civilization geographically distant. The weight of this revelation pressed upon him for hours as he meticulously explored the labyrinthine complex. Who built this magnificent metropolis? When and how did it flourish beneath the unforgiving desert landscape? What secrets did these walls hold? Each question chipped away at his understanding of history and human migration, leaving him with a profound sense of wonder and the unsettling possibility that everything he thought he knew was just a fragment of a much larger story. What awaited him wasn't a vein of precious metal, but a site that surpassed any mineral deposit. Concealed beneath a shroud of desert brush lay a mesmerizing discovery: hundreds of footsteps carved directly into the sandstone. These weren't random markings. They formed a distinct pathway leading upwards. Curiosity burning bright, Kincaid followed the steps as they snaked across the canyon wall, culminating in what appeared to be a man-made cave entrance. With a surge of adrenaline, Kincaid, his trusty flashlight clutched in hand, cautiously ventured inside. The sight that unfolded before him was jaw-dropping. The walls weren't bare rock as he'd anticipated. They were adorned with a script unlike anything he'd ever encountered. Hieroglyphics, the language of ancient Egypt. The world seemed to tilt on its axis. How could this be? Egypt was a continent away. Was this some elaborate hoax, a cruel mirage conjured by the desert sun? Determined to document this impossible find, Kincaid meticulously recorded his observations. The main passage, he noted, was about 12 feet wide, gradually narrowing towards the back. Branching off from this central corridor were numerous rooms. Some resembled ordinary living spaces, with dimensions similar to modern-day dwellings, while others were grand chambers, sprawling across an impressive 30 by 40 feet. These larger rooms boasted oval-shaped doorways and cleverly designed ventilation systems built directly into the walls, a testament to advanced planning. The craftsmanship was unlike anything he'd seen before. The passageways were impeccably straight, as if meticulously laid out by a skilled engineer with a keen eye for precision. The ceilings in some rooms even converged towards a central point, showcasing a sophisticated architectural style that defied expectations. As he ventured deeper, Kincaid's initial awe morphed into a profound realization. This wasn't a simple cave. It was a sprawling underground complex, a meticulously carved city hidden from the world for millennia. His estimates suggested this hidden metropolis could have housed a staggering 50,000 people. Evidence of a vibrant life filled his senses. Granaries overflowed with painted pottery, some still containing seeds, a testament to a bygone agricultural society. Cooking areas and a large dining hall hinted at a well-established community that thrived beneath the earth. Scattered throughout the rooms were ancient artifacts, remnants of a lost civilization, whispering tales of a forgotten past. But the most shocking discovery was yet to come. In another expansive chamber, a chilling sight sent shivers down Kincaid's spine. A vast crypt unfolded before him. Rows upon rows of mummies lay on shelves, a practice synonymous with the ancient Egyptian burial rituals. This solidified the unsettling connection to a civilization geographically distant. The implications were staggering. How did an Egyptian city end up buried deep within the Grand Canyon? What cataclysmic event led to its abandonment? For several hours, Kincaid meticulously explored this labyrinthine complex, his mind a whirlwind of questions. Who built this magnificent city? When and how did it come to be? What secrets did it hold? This discovery challenged everything he thought he knew about history and human migration. It was a revelation that could rewrite the textbooks, a testament to a forgotten chapter in human history buried beneath the unforgiving desert landscape. The story you mentioned about an article in the Phoenix, Arizona Gazette from 1909 piqued your interest, and you reached out to a channel discussing such mysteries. You were hoping to learn more about the alleged discovery of an Egyptian city hidden within the Grand Canyon. However, the response you received was quite dismissive. You were informed that no Egyptian artifacts have ever been found in the Americas, and the Smithsonian Institution has never been involved in anything like that. They claimed there's no record of a G.E. Kincaid ever working for them. This skepticism wasn't surprising. The story is widely considered a hoax, but you noticed an inconsistency. While the Smithsonian denied Kincaid's existence, they readily admitted Professor Jordan, mentioned in the article as accompanying Kincaid, was a known associate for 30 years. This raised a red flag. Why would Jordan be acknowledged, but not Kincaid, who supposedly explored alongside him? Here's where it gets interesting. Apparently, Jordan had some controversial views. He was a proponent of eugenics, a racist and pseudoscientific theory. The Smithsonian likely distanced itself from him later, possibly even erasing some records. This raises suspicion. If Kincaid's story were entirely fabricated, how could he have described locations so accurately that other explorers later found artifacts based on his notes? The limited access to caves in the Grand Canyon adds another layer of mystery. Out of an estimated 1,000 caves, only 2 are accessible to the public. The official reasons for restricted access often sound flimsy, like protecting tourists from non-existent dangers. While some restricted areas are undoubtedly closed for valid reasons, like protecting delicate ecosystems or respecting cultural sensitivities, the deployment of military helicopters to deter explorers from other specific locations raises a troubling question. What secrets could be so significant that they warrant such extreme measures to keep them hidden? Hit that like and subscribe button for more mysteries.